Hey guys, my name is Ivan Alvarez. This is my culminating project presentation, and these are my goals. So in the start of the semester, I had three separate goals. My first one was to obtain a 4.0 GPA. My second one was to become stronger in the gym, and the third one was to get better at cooking. So for the reasoning for these goals, I just wanted to get a 4.0 just because I want to go to graduate school, and I think having high grades is very important. Being stronger in the gym, I value my fitness and I value my health, so being stronger in the gym would help me to achieve those goals, and just being, just being happier with my body. And then third, get better at cooking. I've always wanted to have a bigger palate, always wanted a better palate, and plus I cook for my girlfriend all the time. I mean, now I do, but before, I just really wanted to get better at that. So I thought that being better at cooking would help me, just kind of foster my relationship with food better. So here's sort of the behaviors that I kind of wanted to implement in order to kind of work on these goals. And so for the first one, in order to obtain a 4.0 GPA, what I would do is I would check Canvas every day, and I would set the time aside for school. So why did I do these behaviors? So I check Canvas every day so I wouldn't miss assignments, and I wouldn't miss anything, let's say projects, quizzes, lectures, anything like that. I don't want to stay behind. I want to stay ahead of the curve, so I wanted to make sure I check Canvas every day and make sure, not missing anything. I also wanted to set time aside for school so that I would have sort of a dedicated time for me to kind of sit down and just do everything that I need to do. As I said before, I don't want to miss anything, so having that time to just kind of sit down and do my assignments, I think that would keep me ahead of the curve and keep me on top of stuff. So in order to get strong in the gym, what I did is that I tried to set up a workout routine. So in order to kind of improve on strength and to kind of get more fit, you always need to push yourself. So having a routine that you can constantly improve on and constantly adapt to, I think that's really important, because if you just kind of go in the gym and you just start doing stuff, you're not going to really improve because you know what you're doing, you're not overloading. And speaking of overload, I wanted to focus on progressive overload. So what does that mean? So progressive overload basically is kind of increasing the weight incrementally increasing the weight, and I want to push myself every day, every week, every workout, so that I get the maximal amount of muscle growth for myself and also getting stronger. And so in order to keep up with my culinary skills, so I wanted to keep a stock fridge as much as possible. It's kind of hard to cook when you have no greens to cook with, obviously. I know being college students, sometimes we don't have time to go to the grocery store, or, we don't have time to cook, but keeping a stock fridge is the first step in keeping keeping the option open at the very least. And then also something I wanted to do is I wanted to cook at least 2 to 3 times a week. So I have a penchant for eating out a lot. I think a lot of us do, especially in this day and age. But kind of putting time aside in order to kind of cook and kind of eat, with friends, family, anything like that. I think that was really important in order to develop my palate. So here's some psychological skills that I use in order to improve on these behaviors. So I use the reinforcement with regards to obtaining a GPA. So I have a hard time keeping track of assignments, hard time motivating myself to do work. So what I would do is that I would kind of reinforce. Let's say if I studied for an hour or two, I would kind of say, okay, I'm gonna reward myself. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna chill out, let's eat something, whatever. So for imagery, I use this in relation to the gym. So a lot of the time, gym success kind of depends on you believing in yourself. So I try to sort of imagine myself, pushing myself and getting through these hard workouts so that I can have the motivation to do that. And then for countering, I use this in terms of like my the cooking aspect. I would kind of just if there was something wrong that I did wrong, I wouldn't kind of feel bad about it. I would just say, okay, now I know for the future not to cook with that. So for progression, I did increase my gym performance. I did increase my cooking confidence in the gym. Unfortunately though, I did not achieve a 4.0, and I didn't set aside time for school, which was not good. And some of these barriers that I kind of encountered with task prioritization, time management, forgetfulness, a lot of these factors contributed to the regression of my kind of academics. I mean, I got B's and A's, but I didn't get the 4.0 I wanted. So yeah, that's my presentation. Thank you.